Okay. Okay, my name is Brian Solorzano. I, with Belén Yumikinga, we are the founders of Andes Munay project. This project was born in November of the last year, actually. And actually, we were thinking about this project with Belén from a simple conversation because we were actually curious how people are how Hungarian people are connected with the Latin culture. And then we somehow realized that actually they are super connected, but something was kind of missing here. So somehow the perception of the Latin American culture for the Hungarian people are more connected with the music or more connected with our lifestyle, but not with our natives, with our culture, okay? So that's why we started to think, so how can we bring our culture, or native culture about our indigenous people through something tangible? So that's why we started to think about products. Actually, the first product we thought it was the Panama hat. This Panama hat is kind of the best straw hat in the world, one of the finest, the finest hat in the world. So we started to think only about this product. Together with the Embassy of Ecuador, we were doing market research too. And then we realized actually that this product was kind of like a trend here too, but it wasn't imported from Ecuador, but was imported from different countries from Europe. So after this product, actually, we started to think about more things like another type of hats, another type of ponchos. And then we were contacting many communities in Ecuador. These communities are indigenous communities, actually, and really small ones. So actually, they are kind of families who are working together in not in the best environment, I would say, like in a poor environment, and they creating everything by hand. So we were kind of putting all together, and then we kind of turned this project into a social project too. So far we are working with seven families in Ecuador. They are producing different kind of products, as for example, the ponchos, the scarves, tagua jewelry. They are producing hats, many stuff that we are actually bringing here. And our main purpose is actually to support them right now. So we are promoting our culture, yes, our indigenous culture in Hungary, but with this, we are supporting their communities too, because actually they are not like big companies, so they are actually surviving selling these products. So somehow we promote them and we support them too. Yeah, if you mind, Belencita, I will answer this question too.
Yeah, so basically our impact is related to trying to cause a positive impact for sure in the lives of these, starting from these communities in Ecuador, but of course here also with people that is working here with us. And in general, it's about also be part of this new trend of sustainability and sustainable fashion, because a big part of handmade products, process, and everything that involves all of this production is very related with the sustainability or the sustainable fashion, slow fashion, also known as slow fashion. So our impact is basically being involved in this area now that we know it has a good spot here in Europe, because we can hear that it's very popular, for example, in all countries, but here it's growing and it's taking more support. It's having more support by many brands, and we want to be part also of this here in Hungary. And of course, this is good for the families in Ecuador. So it has an impact from the beginning, I think a positive impact from the beginning. So until this place when the products are here, and also with these people that we were hearing, with the partners that we work with in Hungary, because we had the possibility to work with some designers here in Hungary, and hat designers or clothes designers that are also very interested on our project. And they are attracted also by the idea to help these communities. So yeah, we are making a nice network here in Hungary that looks for this sustainable fashion, sustainable trend in fashion. I can, for example, when we did this fashion show, we worked with two brands, Hungarian brands. It was Liz, the brand that she is from Debrecen, and we also worked with NRM Design. She is, I think, it's from Pech, but she works. She is coming. The founder of this brand is always coming to Budapest because she's working also, I think, with other partners here. These are the two partners that we work normally. We always keep in touch, but we also work with another hat shop with like two or three hat shops, two hat shops and two hat designers. They are, I don't know if I can say the brand. It's a problem. There is a problem with that.
No, we can mention the brands actually. One of them is called Tau Budapest, if I'm not mistaken. Not mistaken. And the other brand is not like actually a brand, like she's a hat designer, and she's actually creating the hats by using different materials. And when we met her, actually, she was really interested about the material, the straw that we have in Ecuador, because it's like a really good material. So actually for her, for example, we are not giving her hats, but providing her some material from Ecuador. So we are trying to find here designers and shops too, but not only to commercialize the products, but actually the material too. So most of them actually they are connected with this eco-friendly fashion. So we are kind of creating like a group of brands who can support this idea of respect the environment and to kind of have a really good impact in the social lives. Yeah. Actually, like this event was organized together actually with the Embassy of Ecuador. As I told you before, at the beginning, actually, we started this project with the support of them. Okay, so actually, we created the company itself, but together with with the commercial attaché of the embassy on Ecuador, who is actually he is not here anymore, but with him actually we did the research market. So we kept in contact actually with him and with the embassy, and together we organized this Ecuadorian fashion show. In this fashion show, for example, participated also the Association of the Ecuadorian Resident in Hungary. So we three together somehow collaborate in this event. So they are always supporting us, not actually not with economic support, but with the promotions and kind of promoting a bit more our brand and our project.
So our main objective is to expand toward the neighboring countries. Yeah, because I think it's easier. It's a really strategic place to be actually here in Hungary, and we would really like to reach Slovakia, Croatia, Ukraine, Romania, all of these neighboring countries. That would be the first step. And also we think about introduce new products. For example, food products, like coffee. I don't know if you have heard about the Ecuadorian coffee or the Ecuadorian chocolate. So it's a possibility, and of course this also needs more time and market research and everything that is needed to start to introduce a product. But yeah, why not? This is for the future, and besides, we are thinking about to work more in the social area. This could be through a foundation that will be mainly to improve the quality of life of these artisans, indigenous artisans in Ecuador, but focusing in the capacitation for them, in helping them to improve their production, to give them better quality, to better tools to work with. all of this around the creation of the pieces that they do. This will be basically the three main objectives that we have in mind now that we want to work on this.
Yeah, just in addition, I would like to tell that actually we have experienced many changes like in the few months, and for example, Belen, she's going to Ecuador soon, for example, and so in this case we are kind of creating the foundation because she will be kind of the responsible to deal with the social staff in Ecuador, to contact the communities, to help them to create like programs in Ecuador. And here we will continue with the project of promoting the products. So somehow the foundation is a long goal term, yes, but yeah, the expansion of the business too.
That would be the first, the first next step.
Oh yes, like I think there are like many differences actually. And okay, like as a students, actually, we came 2 years ago to Hungary. And to be honest, at the beginning, like the first impression of Hungarian people or the Hungarian culture is completely different than the Ecuadorian culture and the Latin culture. Okay, so at the beginning, to be honest, it was kind of a shock for me because you can perceive from the Hungarian culture that actually they are kind of more serious people, a bit more strict people about their activities, and we can see are actually Latin people are a bit more relaxed, which sometimes is not good, sometimes it's really bad. But okay, the shock is really big, okay? But it was actually just the first impression. But then with the time, actually, we were actually just talking with Belen actually because we went to Mohaj Carnival. Mohaj, yes. Last year we went. Was it last year? Oh, it was this year.
This year.
We went to this carnival and then we somehow experienced this party, this celebration. And it was actually super similar to our celebrations in Ecuador, like super similar about the way how Hungarian people can enjoy the music, how people enjoy dancing, and how people are super welcoming actually in these small towns. Because actually we feel like, okay, we were like, of course, foreigners there, and then they will they treat us like really good. They were kind of offering us food and drinks and so on. So actually we feel like home, to be honest.
Yes.
So there are many different cultural differences here, but there are many similarities too, especially when we are like in the mood to celebrate something. I think we are super similar. But yes, in the organization or in the life, in the normal life, I would say like probably the culture in Hungary could be a bit more conservative, probably, or a bit more serious rather than the relaxed culture in Latin America or in Ecuador.
Okay, I will start just saying that maybe Brian wants to add something, but I think we are very proud Ecuadorians. It's somehow like not in the kind of a nationalist or something like that, but we really love our traditions, our culture, our music, and so we show this. Yeah, we can say that we promote in this way the culture when we share with Hungarian people or foreign people, international people here. But yes, I think it's really good for us young people to come to another country, have this opportunity to make something about this, to take this opportunity also to show something else. And then people here in Hungary, I saw how they really like being able to support communities from here. They are very interested and they want to know more, and so it's really good. Brian,
I would just would like to add actually that we are not a big community actually here in Hungary. We are more or less, I would say, 150 Ecuadorian people. So every year through the stipendium program, around 30, 40 new students are coming. So right now the community is getting bigger, let's say, but there are not many Ecuadorians. But with the support actually of the embassy, because the embassy is here actually in Budapest, and with the support of the Association of the Ecuadorian Residents here, they are actually always creating programs and events to promote our food, our dance, our music. and actually with our project too. So that's why, for example, the Ecuadorian fashion show, it wasn't only a fashion show with a catwalk, it was mostly to promote the culture, because in that event, for example, we promote the music. We had some artist music, we had some food, Ecuadorian food actually. So we are committed to do it. Yeah, I would say like it's hard to promote completely our culture because the community is not that big. But with these three parties, let's say the embassy, the association, and with the Andes Munay project, we are in the way to promote the culture.
Okay, thank you. I think do you have maybe a question to ask?
Yes, I have a few questions. First, I want to say that this is an amazing project, and I love the initiative from both of you to organize this. One question I want to ask is, I was looking at some of the photos because Imene shared with me the documents, and I was wondering if there was any symbolism in the ponchos. So if the different colors or patterns maybe meant something for this specific region or a specific family.
Yeah, Belencita is the expert.
Yes. Okay, I'm not an expert, I wish, but I know, for example, normally in all of these patterns, we can see the Inca cross. The name in Quechua is Chacana. And it has lots of meanings if you start to search about that. But the one that I found most commonly is it's the connection with the earth, the sacred connection with the earth, and the gods, because they had the gods there. So it's related about that. Most of these patterns are symbols of the Inti, that is the sun, the king sun for them. So it's also represent the mountains, because they had a god for everything, for the sun, for the sky, for the stars, for the moon. So every pattern also is symbolized this. It could be the sun, it could be the mountain, or the cross, that is the most common pattern to find. You can search like that, Inca cross or Chacana, and that is the one that you will find normally in this clothing. Yeah, it's also, we can see some figures from the Inca king, because they also use 3 leaves in the crown, and these 3 leaves you can see also in some, not only in the clothing, also they make paintings, or the art for example, if they create dishes or glasses in their material, they also paint this in these accessories or this handcraft. Yeah. So this is what I know about the patterns, and the colors. Well, is how maybe it depends on every ethnicity, because we have lots of ethnicity in Ecuador, ethnicities. So what I know, for example, the red is also the same meaning that has for our flag. Red color is represent the blood that was from our heroes. That is the word. The ones that died in the battles. And some Incas also had to fight with the Spanish people. So they also use this red color as this symbol, this blood that was from the Incas when they had to go into the battles. This I only know this, but I'm sure
I just would like to add something like, for example, we are working with a special community in Ecuador who are kind of designing the ponchos, and they got inspired. They got actually inspired in some paintings. So there are some painters actually in Ecuador. They are painting like magnificent things, and they are kind of reproducing these paintings into the ponchos. So they are using lines, for example, the famous Nazca lines from Peru, for example, or different kind of patterns or colors, but actually they are always taking kind of the meaning of something else to put into the ponchos. So the ponchos we have right now are not like simple clothes. They have a special meaning. And actually the community there, they were telling me actually that the colors, that the many colors they have is because they want to express our happiness. even though, you know, in Latin America, we are not the best continent, the best region, we are always trying to be happy. So that's why we express everything through colors.
Oh, that's really beautiful. And it's fascinating to hear about. There's one more question I had, and I'm very curious of like how the Hungarian people that you've met, what their reactions has been to with your products and with Ecuadorian culture. Has it been positive or negative, or how have they reacted in general?
Yeah, I would like to start especially with the project, with the idea of this project. Actually, the Hungarian people perceive it really well, in a really well way, and they really like how we are working with communities and not only selling clothes. They really appreciate how this includes social aspects too. About the products, actually, at the beginning it was kind of hard, to be honest, because when we started to do this project only with the Panama hats, these hats are like kind of really expensive hats, I would say. And so then we started to find more products to kind of fit with other people too. And for them, for example, a poncho is not something normal. It's not something that you will wear actually in the streets. Okay, so for us it's completely normal. For our indigenous, it's something that they are wearing every single day. But here in Hungary, it was like something really new. But at the big, so far actually, some fashion people actually, some models, they are like super fascinated with the colors, with the patterns, with the meaning of it. And because of actually, it's important to mention that the material that the communities are using to create our products are natural fibers too. So for example, these ponchos, they have a percentage of alpaca, for example, or the hat that we have, they have a percentage of wool. Then the sweaters we have is kind of almost 100% of alpaca. So we are using these kind of natural materials. So actually when they feel the sweaters of the alpaca, the material, they feel actually something completely different. And the people really like, people are really appreciating the project and the products.
That is fantastic to hear. I'm glad that you've had such positive reception.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to add, maybe?
I don't have any more questions. No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. How about you guys? Do you have?
No, we would like to thank for this opportunity to promote a bit more our project. We're looking forward to see the article actually. And yeah, we are actually willing and open to collaborate with you, because our main goal is actually not to create a big company, but to create like a big impact in the social community, in the communities actually in Ecuador.
I mean, icrp definitely likes to have some cultural events, and it would be nice, probably more post-COVID, to have an event with you guys, maybe in collaboration with some other countries as well, or maybe just this project on its own. So we could keep in contact and talk about that in the future.
Sure, that would be nice. Actually, we have some contacts too about the Latin community who are actually living here, and they are actually selling products too, selling food. So if we can create something really beautiful post-COVID.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will see.
Okay, thank you guys so much for your time, and I hope I'll see you in a post-COVID collaboration.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. It was very nice talking to everybody.
No,
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very
Bye.
much.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.